today.
Hey. So this is an update on, well, really, it's not really an update. It's just something that me, Zippy, and Vegas have been asking each other. Is Kevin a police informant? Because it would make sense, wouldn't it? Now, obviously, I says in a previous video, did Kevin grass on his brothers? But then, Vegas says, well, he couldn't have because his dad wouldn't have exactly let him stay in the house if he did. Which made sense. But he could still be a police informant. For other, like, obviously, to grass on other people. Just to get away with the little crimes. The little laws. Because the police informants do get away with little laws. Breaking little crimes. Like what Kevin does.
And I've actually told the court today, to the legal advisor, what was the transcript of Mr. Wright on this day? What was the transcript of his name? Yeah? Now, look at the application that he's made. Different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's talking about his name. He's told the judge it was Kevin Leonard Frederick Wright. But on his application or whatever, it's a different name. What was it? Kevin Leonard Wright or something. He's using two different names. But mind, isn't his dad called Kevin Wright? So maybe he's using his dad's name. His name, Kevin's name could be Kevin Leonard Frederick James Wright, whatever it is. And his dad could be called Kevin Leonard Wright. So he could be using his dad's name, for certain things. Like credit cards. That could be true, And he could be getting away with doing that because he's a police informant. It'll all come out in the end.
He doesn't learn. And I don't care. I am so peed off that he is doing things left, right and centre and the police just don't care.
Exactly.
And this is why I don't want to deal with the police. That's why I've done a private prosecution. So if he thinks he's going to get representation, I'll think again. Because he's already committed another offence by doing what he's doing.
Yeah. I mean, I can't talk about it too much, which I really do wish I could, because it's so funny. But when I'm allowed to, I will, and I'll see everything. But once Zippy gives me the go-ahead, I will. You're going to love it. I have just got an itch on my knee. But yeah. Oh, I can't even mention that.
He's just digging and digging and digging, and you know what? This is why I'm quiet, because let him dig. Let him keep
let
digging.
him keep going.
Because my opinion and my thoughts is not against the law. But it seems to me that the police don't want to take things into consideration. Is he a police informer? Chat, do you think
I think
he is a police informer? Because everything is swinging that the fact they're not upholding the law in regards to him, because if it was anyone between you and me and anyone else, you'd be arrested.
Yeah. Happened to Vegas. Who else did it happen to? I'm sure it happened to Pulley. It happened to Dave Duran's. It happened to someone else as well. Because he had his phone stolen. And he kept bragging on that he was in the back of a police car because he turned Find My iPhone on and tracked it down, and it turned out it was a setup. But the person who did it still got arrested. But when it came out that it was just a prank or it was all planned, he got a fine. And Kevin wasn't happy about it. I think that was excuse me. No, it wasn't Dave Duran's. Because when his phone got stolen, it was outside Wembley. excuse me, somebody drove past him, swiped his phone and drove off. So it was Pulley, Dave Durans, and someone else in Vegas. 4 times he's had someone arrested. But all these complaints about Kevin, nothing's happened to Kevin. So it would make sense that he's an informant, that he's a grass. It would though, wouldn't it? I think it would.
Like, I don't understand how he gets away with everything.
Keeps getting away with stuff.
I'm just saying, I am frustrated that most of my morning has been going to the police station, been going to the magistrate's courts, getting the documentation to prove of what his bail conditions are. Going back to the police, them telling me that it's the Met that's got to deal with it. The Met putting the phone down on me because they don't believe a word I'm saying. I've ended up having to be on the phone call again to be put on hold for then they say, oh, somebody's calling back. Well, I'm going to make something completely and utterly clear right now. If I don't get a phone call today in relation to this, I am going to London. And I don't care which station it is. I will be camping outside. I will be making a formal complaint. And I'll be sending them why is it taken me, after 2 years of his prolific offending, which the police know about, and also looking at other things, I've had to bring a private prosecution, and it's now made you look like really silly as an organisation that I've managed to successfully charge somebody for theft and fraud under various things,
and they haven't
not once brought him in for the amount of crimes and complaints that he's had made against him over the 2 years.
I mean, he is making sense. Because all the complaints Kevin's had against him, and not once has the police done something about it. It's only when the police are getting pushed to do something. Like the last time Kevin was arrested, it was when Zippy actually went down into the police station in London to make that complaint. He was then later on arrested. So it's when they're pushed into a corner, the police are acting, when they should be acting a lot sooner. So it would make sense that something's going on. If he's not an informant, then I don't know what. Because no way can the police be this lazy. Like, out of every single police officer in that police station, all of them cannot be this lazy. There has to be at least one that's decent, that's going to take it seriously. So something going on. 100% is something going on. But yeah, I reckon he's a police informant. 100%. I reckon he's grassed on a few people because they get paid, don't they? Police informants. They get a blue gyro. I heard that from someone. Because I was talking about this with a few of my friends, and I have got a few friends that are criminals. You know, I'm not one, but I've got friends that are. And they think the same thing. And if he's able to break all these laws, little tiny laws, like, you know, not so much of it as the serious laws that are out there, and the police aren't doing anything about it, they said he's definitely a grass. Collecting a blue gyro, that's where I learned the word blue gyro. Because they get paid. It would make sense. That's all I'm saying. It would make sense. Perfect sense. Plus it involves money. You know what I mean? It involves money. So, of course, any way to get easy money, Kevin will do it. Grassing on someone is easy money. Because all you do is what? Phone them up. You get a phone, don't you, off them? A pre-programmed phone. So you call the number or you message or email or whatever. Blah, 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 blah. They do the job and you get paid. It's just ridiculous if he is. Because he shouldn't be allowed to keep getting away with stuff like this. Something's going to happen. Like, if Kevin isn't brought to if justice isn't served, then people are going to start taking it into their own hands because the police have failed, and people are going to start going for Kevin. Like, seriously. Especially if it does come out that he's a grass. Especially on the estate he lives on, you know, because it's apparently hard. But yeah, I'm just rambling now. I'm hyperactive now. ADHD sucks. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'll catch you in the next one.